Alright, everyone, welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We are continuing episode 2. Now we're going back to trial. We're the defendant now. We are the ones being accused. And the actual guy who did it is appearing as the star witness this time. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Either I go to jail and probably get executed and the game ends there, roll credits, or, we do things properly. And get the good ending.
Ah, Phoenix, look!
Prosecutor Edgeworth. Fuck. I don't know what voice I gave him. Whatever, it'll be fine. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty? End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that?
Well, how can you know I'm guilty, huh?
The guilty always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent.
Isn't that the point of a criminal trial, though? How long have you been a prosecutor? Shouldn't you know this already?
All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed.
Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. I expect extremely special treatment. If you catch my drift. Hold on, I have about 7 different cords going everywhere. I need to sort them out. My knee hurts.
Phoenix?
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
Oh, my defense attorney is here. He's me. Of course I know him. He's me. I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay, let's do this. I'm very hungry. I have not eaten yet today. I only woke up like 2 hours ago. Not even. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom numero uno. I should never try to speak any language other than English. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Hold on, swallow my earbuds. Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Yeah, raise an objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? You stupid idiot. I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Great. Just to show off and I get nowhere. God, he's so handsome and smooth and... God damn it, he's too hot. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Oh, I'm sure you would, you dumb bitch. I don't know why I said that. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my look, what? What is that? Confuse? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. You have friends? I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. CEO is a pretty common term. A lot of people have heard it before. Did you know the victim, Miss BFA? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! You're gonna give someone epilepsy doing that. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. God has never done a single gosh darn thing for me. I will never make peace with that tyrant. I'm gonna piss off a lot of people by saying that. Oh well. Let him have it, Phoenix. What are you doing here? Why are you on the defensive bench? Witness's account. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe, in the AM or PM? Clarify. I was quietly that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She, too, was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. The horrors. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna expose this man as the fraud he is to the entire fucking world. Okay, I press on something, because I don't see anything I can present evidence on. I don't have that much evidence to begin with. Her bedroom is terminated. Let's press on that. Can you be a little more detailed about that? Because the only part of Miss May's testimony that's still relevant is the direction that Mia dodged in. So, I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course. Comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? Please stop doing that. As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Yeah, give me something give me something to present evidence on. You're really doing yourself a favor there. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. I mean, it's just one contradiction. I mean, maybe he's just an idiot, you know, maybe he doesn't know left from right. Or maybe Miss May's an idiot and she doesn't know left from right. Alternatively, Mr. Red White was the one that killed Mia, therefore to him she dodged to the right, but to Miss May she dodged to the left. Or no, wait, no, I had that backwards. Whatever, you know what I meant. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it is simple. You have misheard her. I think not. Court reporter, give me the deets. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, most likely, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? And she would have known where the door was in her own office. Oh. Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. They just saw it from different sides. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. Huh. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Ooh, got him. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Well, where else could he have fucking viewed it from, bucko? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? How many brain cells do you have? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. I show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. Well, right where the killer was, of course. And he was standing where the victim was. Take that! This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. That's exactly my point. Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Ho ho ho. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her, savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That contradicts the autopsy report, because she was only hit once. I remember that. It's been a week since I last played this game, but I remember that. She was only hit once. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Okay, well, I know exactly what to do here. Made that easy for me. Let me just... Yeah, dead from a blow by a blunt object. I mean, that's the only thing I can use. Yeah, from a blow. That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Don't worry, I already know what to do. Hit her twice. Objection! Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say? I'm sorry, some of the expressions in this game are very funny. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were absolutely perfect? Are you going to try and contradict the autopsy report? Does Mr. Edgeworth want to try and update the autopsy report again? Huh? Huh? You gonna try and get away with that twice? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony, the crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. If that is your real name, and it is. I don't know why that came out of nowhere. That's an accusation that I have no basis to make. Mr. White? Okay. The 2 accounts. Alright. I might have to press again here. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow, thwap. Okay. Thwap indeed. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Cross-examination. The 2 accounts. Okay, I think I press here because you said that thing. You heard that thing fall? What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene.
Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd?
Yeah, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Look at the floor plans again. Yeah, he wouldn't have been able to see the light stand. Making this very easy for me, buddy. Mr. White. Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. Yeah, just the floor plans, because it shows the view of the window, so he technically shouldn't have been able to see it. He maybe could have seen the shards, but how would he have known it was a light stand if it was in 100 pieces? Mr. White? It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ow, I just cracked my jaw. That hurt. It didn't really. I do it all the time. Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, and the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Oh, he's losing it. He's going fucking bonkers. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Can't tell if he's, like, sobbing or just about to break out into, like, maniacal villain laughter. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Heh. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Nope, we're only 20 minutes into this.
Objection!
That's not nearly enough time for... That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edward. He's standing right across from you. You forgot about the prosecutor? Mr. Wright, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. Wright is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. Wright is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't! Mr. Wright, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct, you are most correct, Miles. Objection, he's leading the witness? Give me a break! Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. It's just a light stand, you don't need to call it cursed. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. Wright knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. Wright could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. Wright was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. Wright had been to that office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. And on the next episode, we will listen to his testimony about the wiretapping. My controller started to fall over. But yeah, next time, we'll hear his, his fourth testimony? You'd think they'd stop listening to him by now, but he's got the court stacked, so. Anyway, see you next time.